Everybody's talking about this song by this guy Oliver Anthony, so I'm going to play it and let's see what happens.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life.
Oh, you know what? I have to restart this because he swears, and if I swear in the first 30 seconds, they'll demonetize this. So let's start it over, okay? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. And so we've all seen this video. Maybe you haven't. I actually haven't heard this song yet. I'm going to hear it right now for the first time, but I've seen it's gotten millions and millions of views. He was offered millions of dollars for a big contract. Did you hear about that?
No.
So let's listen to this song where he talks about everyday people, and we'll see what happens. But I have to wait for the first 30 seconds. He swears. He says the BS word, but you can't. You got to wait 30 seconds. And hopefully 30 seconds have gone by. You think 30 seconds? 10, 9. Okay, I think so. So let's listen to his song and then we'll come back. There's some interesting things that you don't know about this song. Watch. Okay, here we go.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, cause the rich men.
It's a nice looking guitar.
I wish politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
So that's a great song.
It's way better than I thought it would be. I hadn't heard it.
I hadn't heard it either. I didn't think it was
heard country and I didn't care.
I didn't think it was.
That's like listenable country.
I didn't think it was going to be that good. It was good. But here, The Guardian says rich men north of Richmond punches down. No surprise that the right wing loves it.
No, like both directionally and philosophically, he's off.
So I didn't read this article. Did you read that article,
Yeah,
Kurt?
so I was just reading.
So what? So I think what they're talking about
The fat welfare part.
So there's the part where he does talk about people who are 5'3" and weighs 300 pounds, and you're getting welfare checks.
Well, yeah.
That's not the problem with America. So that is a dumb lyric.
I mean, good ratio though. One dumb lyric and a bunch of good ones.
Yeah. So I would say again, it's that is a dumb lyric. That is
the guy that wrote this.
People on welfare aren't the people screwing up this country. The people, they just sent everything we spend on welfare to Ukraine in a blink of an eye.
Oh, maybe he meant fat Ukrainians.
So maybe he was talking about fat Ukrainians. So that is that one part. That is kind of this idea that you're angry at fat people on welfare. It's just they're not the one that's keeping you from a decent wage. They're not the one keeping you from health care. They're not the one from keeping you for a better life. It's your oppressors, and those people are not your oppressors. Okay, those. Go ahead.
They will, maybe the government will pay for them to have Ozempic.
Maybe. So. Did anything else that guy said in that article, Kurt?
It's him taking that line and then like, well, maybe next time punch out. Like
he's punching up 99% of the song. That one line, the guy makes the song all about that one line.
Yeah, and by the way,
why wouldn't you make the song about every other line in that song? Why wouldn't you make the story about every other line? But he made that story about that one line because everything's a left-right. They have to divide America, and that's what this is. This is the establishment of dividing workers, and that's what that is. So that guy standing up for workers.
Wait,
what?
I forgot. There's the other part I meant to tell you from reading it. So it's not just that line, which I agree it's a dumb line. He goes, still a reference to politicians looking out for minors on an island somewhere, apparently a reference to Epstein's ties to elite figures, has prompted speculation that Anthony could be nodding to QAnon, a far-right conspiracy theory. So there's not just
anybody who sticks up for workers has got to be some kind of conspiracy right-wing nut. If you stand up and you tell the truth about the establishment and you push back against their economic war on workers, you're gonna be called, just like you were called a white right-winger if you said that the virus that caused COVID came from a lab that Dr. Fauci was funding the research in. You were called a white supremacist. That's all they have left now is the establishment media, which is owned by a handful of billionaires, wants us to hate each other. And every story they report, they do it like this. What do you want to say, Kurt?
I forgot. Then he goes on to promote a conspiracy about this guy, that he's an industry plant. He goes, it's weird, like people are offering to give him a record deal. You know, he's got a good voice. That's clearly why he goes, which the right-wing country singer John Rich apparently agreed to produce. Announcing musician had just joined Twitter. It does feel remarkable that Anthony decided to share his life story on YouTube a day before releasing a video that went viral. Yes, viral videos are remarkable. That's why corporations try to duplicate them.
That's right, and you can't duplicate them.
But Howerton denies any claims of astroturfing in which powerful figures orchestrate supposed grassroots campaigns. And as Chris William writes in Variety, there's no clear evidence of it, but I'm still going to bring it up.
But I'm still going to say it. So while he wags his finger, this is as he tries to pretend that he's the adult in the room. What's the guy's name who wrote this?
Well, his name is Matthew Cantor. He's like a stupid entertainment reviewer.
So Matthew Cantor, as he's trying to wag his finger at QAnons for being conspiracy theories, launches the biggest conspiracy theory in this whole story. He's the one launching the conspiracy theory. Of course, that's just the way it is. Just like the people who told you don't do your own research because it's dumb to read about things. At pretending they're the intellectual in the room as they're actually being anti-intellectual. And this guy, his name is, again, what's his name?
Matthew Cantor. Now, I will say the gist of the article, to be fair to him, is, okay, I mean, I checked everything, but somebody else, this guy's not creative enough to invent the conspiracy. He's getting it from his clique of friends. So he goes, look, I looked into everything and it is weird, but he does have a good voice. I mean, people seem to like it. Let's just hope he punches up more in the next. That's the gist of his article. Because the song's good. Like I said, I didn't expect the song to be so good because I didn't care about that other song.
So people love the song.
It's a good song.
People, this is from under the YouTube comments. This guy, here, I'll just read a few of them for you. I am not even an American. I live in Africa, Nigeria, but this one hits home because it's been difficult for everyone. This song has to be the purest thing I've heard in a while. I'm a working class Aussie bloke, and this man's words of truth need to be shared across the globe. I won't lie. I've been struggling with so much shit as of late. It's just a blessing to hear this. You truly are speaking for an entire generation of men. Can't thank you enough, brother. This is not just a song. This is a new movement. Hey, from the European Union, Latvia, we hear you here too.
That's why one dumb line makes it more authentic, honestly.
It actually does, yeah.
You know?
36-year-old factory worker from Belgium over here. It's truly damn shame. So this is why workers, you can't exclude people who, like they wanted to exclude people from Code Pink. They don't want to participate in an anti-war movement because they disagreed with some of the speakers on their LGBTQ. So you can't. And that's why Code Pink is horrible at organizing anything. And they're more of a cosplay organization than an anti-war organization. Code Pink, they're phonies, most of them. Not Medea Benjamin, I love her, but the people in that organization they're not real. And this shows you because you come together under one idea. That one idea is workers uniting, and that means Trumpers. That's what that means. Do you know when Christian Smalls organized the Amazon Union on Staten Island, he did it with right-wing Trumpers. And that's why idiots who want to exclude workers from their organizations because they don't share any LGBTQ ideas or whatever other ideas on the environment or whatever, or any political. The only thing that matters is that you all want to come together and oppose the establishment over economic issues. That's the only thing that matters. But they want to make it about everything else. And so that's how you split up worker organizations. That's how you break union organizing. You get people to divide over cultural issues like trans issues or LGBTQ issues or environmental or any other issues. Workers need to unite around economic issues. It's class. It's not about cultural issues because they use those cultural issues to divide us. And you're an idiot if you let that happen. Those people at Code Pink are fucking idiots for allowing them to be divided against their people who are also anti-war. Those people are amateur morons on purpose who don't know the first thing about organizing.
Jimmy,
because the way you organize is you meet people where they are. You're against war. I'm against war. Let's meet there. And now maybe by our interactions, I can influence your opinions on LGBTQ, or maybe I can influence your opinions on or anything else. Maybe I can influence your opinions on. But right now we're meeting you where you are. You're against the Jeff Bezos and the establishment. We're with you. That's how you meet people. You're against the war. That's all I need to know. We're with you. That's how you organize. You organize on single issues, because if you start bringing other issues into it, that's how you divide organizations. And that's what the CIA, the FBI, and the establishment does. And that I'm guaranteed Code Pink is infiltrated. Guaranteed they are. Go ahead.
First of all, you sound like a class reductionist.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean when they say class reductionist?
Well, okay, so that's, and also, by the way, punching up and down, I wish everybody would stop using that twit moronic phrase because it's really dumb on every level. Telling the truth is not punching. Words are not punching. It's not a form of punching. Like, everybody says that because they want to make it so you can't say the truth to people, which is just you being honest. That's not punching up or down. If you're ever in a situation of punching, take any advantage you can. That's not how any of that works. Class reductionism is this one's my favorite. I've heard this since the Bernie bro smears.
I don't know what that means, class reductionism.
Okay, so it's not about class, Jimmy. Stop
yes, it
reducing
is.
it to that.
Oh.
It's about identity and race.
No, it's not about identity and race.
Switching the macrocosm, which is class, not your identity or your gender.
Oh.
And then bourgeois twits who got paid too much to go to dum-dum school with no irony will look in your face and say, that's class reductionism. Didn't think about it. It's like whataboutism. Any other stupid thing these people say, such as punching up and down, which you're a moron if you keep saying that.
So they think that if you make the issue about class, that I'm reducing the issue to class.
The much more important thing is who's fat and what color they are. That's the bigger thing in life. You have to pay 80 grand or something for an education to learn something that moronic.
No, it's not. That's not. It is about class, and the fact that you want to change the subject is what the establishment wants to do. They want to take it away from economic issues in class, and they want to make it about who's the fattest person, who's the most marginalized, what color skin you are, all that stuff. It's got nothing to do with any of that, and those are all distractions, which is why that's all we're talking about in America. When you hear someone talk about white supremacy, what they're doing is distracting you from economic issues. Because again, 90% of white people are also oppressed by other white people. So this idea to try to root out white supremacy to make that your issue is a sure way to divide America and make sure that what you want to accomplish doesn't get accomplished. Do you think that Christian Smalls was screaming about white supremacy when he was organizing workers on Staten Island against Jeff Bezos? I doubt he was screaming about white supremacy. Okay, so this is. I'm glad that guy made that. So here's more. Greetings from this 32-year-old Polish guy who lived for all his life from one paycheck to another and had to emigrate to Norway for a better life. Good music comes from honest artists who are not afraid of singing what they have written in their soul. And you are one of them. Thank you. And greetings from all of you who struggle to make ends meet. So that's not the article that Asswipe wrote in The Guardian, right? It's so funny. It's like he writes, This might be QAnon, something that's helping workers. It must be QAnon.
You know what? The more I think about it from reading his whole article, it's really him being unable to deny the song is good and resonates. So what he's doing is paying tribute to the general moron reader of The Guardian who thinks it's good. With like, but without QAnon, he goes, well, sure, there could be a thing with that, but let's hope his next song is good. And so it's almost in a and keep in mind the title, the idiotic title, the guy didn't write that. The editor puts those stupid titles on.
Yes, that's right.
So because you're not supposed to read the article.
That's right.
So the guy writing the
most
article,
people don't.
What that is a guy kind of trying to tell the truth. It's a pretty good song. And let down his readership easy, who want to be like, Sound of Freedom, QAnon.
Here's one more. I am from Serbia, Eastern Europe. It's the same here, sir. The song hit me hard. Best regards to you and be safe.
No, that's not a good sign to the people.
I bet that guy's article in The Guardian connected with people this hard, don't you think?
Well, I bet people are mad at him for going too easy on the song.
I bet
if I had
so.
to predict. But I checked his
Twitter. Kind of morons.
He doesn't get responses to anything he puts up.
No. The kind of morons who read The Guardian for and unironically.
If you read The Guardian unironically, you're dumber than the people that read The Atlantic unironically. And that's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb.
Hey, come see us live on tour. We'll be in Salt Lake City, New York City, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Stamford, Connecticut, Toledo, Detroit, St. Louis, Tampa, Boca Raton, and Orlando. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. See you there.